to Cat Harmon Yoga Beginner Series Episode 2. Welcome back. Today we're going to work on a couple of the warrior postures. So we're going to pause in the beginning to center ourselves into this moment. So if you'd like to join me in an easy seated position, palms down to the knees, sit up nice and tall. Remember, you can always sit on a bolster, pillow, or block if this is uncomfortable for you on the ground. Make yourself as comfortable as possible. Very important here, okay? No judgment. So maybe begin to close our eyes. Feel the spine get a little bit longer as the shoulders relax away from the ears. Big, full, slow breath in through the nose. Exhale it out of the mouth. 2 more just like that. Big, slow breath in. Let it all go. Last one. Big breath in. Feel the weight of your arms here. Relax the muscles of the face. And then slowly bring your eyes back open into the room. And we'll make our way back into our child's pose. That's where we started practice the first time. And now that I have a bolster out here, I can kind of show you if child's pose wasn't so great that first time. You can rest here, right? On a big pillow, couch pillow, bolster, a block even, and start to gain this space in the low back. If you can, extend those arms out long. And we're thinking about relaxing our chest down. If the forehead doesn't even come to the earth, again, support it. Find a way to get yourself comfortable so that you can relax and allow the muscles to do what they need to do, right? Slowly, we're going to walk our hands to the right side of our mat. So it might look like 1 inch. It might look like Gumby and you fold all the way over. People even know what Gumby is anymore. So wherever you land, pull back through your left hip and reach a little bit further with that left hand, then relax the head and chest down. Remembering you can use any props along the way. This practice is not about how it looks, but how it feels in your body. Inhale begins to bring our hands back through center and all the way over to the left. So notice as you settle into this side, what are the differences? Am I a little tighter? Am I low back on this side? Is this a little easier for me? Am I feeling it more in my neck? And just start to pay attention to your physical body in this moment. If we can pay attention to our imbalances, we can begin to bring balance, right? Last 2 breaths in this stretch here. Inhale is going to bring our hands back to center. And we'll start to rise up for a tabletop, right? So again, shoulders stack on top of the wrists, hips on top of the knees. Take a few rounds of cat and cow. Lift your belly button to your spine. Inhale, reach forward as you lengthen to the tip top of the head. Exhale, curl in, chin to chest. Relax the top of the head down. 2 more. Inhale, roll forward, and think about strengthening and lengthening the front of your belly. So not just lengthening. Exhale, curl up and in. We're really pulling into the core, pushing the ground away from us. Relax the neck. Last one as we grow a little longer. Exhale, curl up and in. And coming back into our neutral tabletop. So our next transition is downward facing dog. If that is not for you yet, you stay here in this tabletop, stretching out 1 leg at a time. If you're in downward facing dog, hands are shoulder distance apart. I like my feet hips distance apart. You can play with where you place them here, but shoulders definitely right in line with the wrist, okay? Maybe you want to bend one knee and then the other, melting the opposite heel towards your mat, and it's okay if it doesn't touch. So worry about what this is feeling like. Get to the edge of your sensation where you can comfortably breathe, and then that's where you stop. You You just stay there and you'll ease your way into it deeper. Or you'll get a little bit stronger for next time. We'll come back to this down dog. Inhale high up on your tippy toes and slowly make your way up to the top of your mat for a forward fold. I like to do a little tiptoe up the first time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Reach to the sky. Feel how strong your feet are on the ground here. And then hands come to heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in this space. Relax the shoulders. And then relax the hands down to the side. So moving into our warrior series, it's important to focus on what feels right to you and your physical body in this moment and worry a little bit less about the shape of it. So first thing we're going to do is step back with our left foot and turn that foot at a 45-degree angle out towards the top left corner of our mat. Okay, so I'll show it to you to the side. This is a real small warrior one, and then I'll show it to you to the front. So one of the things I've found in my practice is I can't be on a tightrope here and maintain integrity in my pelvis and my low back. So I have to be a little bit more hips distance apart. So think train tracks instead of tightrope. If you want to try it a little bit deeper, you start to walk that foot back a little more. And we're working towards bringing the hands to the hips if you're following along with me. Right hip slides back even with the left. Lift up through that left hip as you send the tailbone down towards the back of that left knee and just kind of sit in this for a moment. Definitely was an awkward posture for me to get comfortable with, maybe still is a little bit some days. So don't judge it, right? Just learn from it, what it's showing you, where you're tight in your body, where your balance is off maybe a little bit. If you want to take full warrior one, we're going to bring our hands to the sky. Lengthen up to the top of the head. Beautiful. And then using your core, we're going to step up to mountain pose. So hands come to heart center. You can take a couple of steps or one big step as you land. Shifting over to the other side, let's go ahead and bring our hands to our hips. So that right foot slides back. We're in a left warrior one. So you don't want those hips open to the side. You want to square them back towards the front of your mat. Keep your feet on the tightrope. On the train tracks and not the tightrope. And if you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can walk it back some more. Right hip slides forward, lift up through that belly. Find that alignment that feels good today, and then maybe the hands start to lift to the sky. Scan from the ground up. Where is it uncomfortable in this moment? Like there's a loud sensation. See if you can find ease there. For me, it's in this right hip, so I'm going to breathe. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, relaxing the jaw, the forehead. And then we'll step slowly back up to the top of the mat. A couple of steps or one big step, mountain pose. Moving into our second warrior, which is actually warrior two. Sliding back that left foot all the way until you can bend that right knee on top of that ankle. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see my hips a little bit deeper here. So right knee is going to stay stacked on top of that ankle. So not moving in and not moving out. Right? Belly button is facing straight away from us, so both hips are open here. Grounding down through the outer blade of that left foot. We begin to lift up through the belly and take the tailbone down towards the earth. Arms can reach out wide here. Being sure we don't have this sway back, right? Tailbone down. Sink a little deeper into that right knee and relax your arms down and out. So it's like they're going shh. Yeah, did you like that sound effect? Another thing I see sometimes is leaning forward here. So really try to keep the body centered, the weight centered, right? Keep pressing through the outer blade of that left foot. And then as you're ready, we're going to step back up to the top of our mat. So maybe one step or a couple of steps. Take your time. Use your core as you lift. Squeeze in back to that mountain pose. Finding our warrior two on the other side, we begin to slide that right foot back. Toes are out, completely perpendicular to the front foot, okay? Left knee and toes in the same direction here as we attempt to stack that knee right on top of the ankle, not moving forward, not moving back. Back leg is strong and straight, and then we relax those shoulders down. If you feel like you just can't relax your shoulders here, one of the ways I do when my neck is kind of tight is I just turn my palms up, and it immediately causes me to relax a little bit deeper here. As you're ready, we're going to step back up to the top of our mat, mountain pose, one step or a couple of steps. And now we'll move into our final variation of warrior today. It's going to be warrior 3, airplane or grounded airplane. I'm going to show you all variations, and you can play with what's working right for you each time you come to your mat. So for grounded airplane, I'm going to borrow my block today. Bring it in front of me. You can always use a chair or a ledge or something short here, just to bring your hands a little bit closer to you. Sending your left heel back behind you, keeping your hips square, you begin to lift that leg. So the right knee can bend a little bit so you don't open your hips up. I hope you can see that in the frame. You want to keep the hips nice and square. So this is our grounded airplane. I'll show you from the front so you can see it a little bit more in alignment with my hips. You want to think about lengthening through the top of your head instead of looking forward. Lengthen out. Keep the shoulder blades pulling back and down the spine. And then we'll exhale, forward fold. Bring those feet to touch. Drop the head down. Maybe bend the knees more. Let go of the neck for sure. Let's head over to the other side. So right leg is going to come back, so it doesn't have to lift. You can just start working on this balance here, because this is already a lot of balance. Okay, left knee can be bent. If the hamstring is tight, maybe the right leg lifts. So this is our variation for grounded airplane. You don't have to use the block either. The hands can be to the earth. It's just a deeper stretch. If you're not warm, it might not feel great in that moment. Exhale, forward fold. Let all of that go. Inhale, halfway lift. Long, flat spine. Exhale, fold. This time, inhale, rise up to a tall mountain, reaching your hands to the sky. And then bring those hands to heart center. So our next airplane, right? Remembering that if this one doesn't work for you, you can go right back to your version of grounded airplane. Hands to heart center, we start to send that left foot behind us like a pendulum. Take the crown of the head forward and the left foot back. So hands can stay to your heart, come down to your block, or maybe come to the side like wings for airplane. I always have a slight bend in my right knee. It's not to lock that joint out, and always pulling left hip down even with the right. Goodness gracious. Come on back up into your tall mountain. Your foot can come to the ground. Take your time, pull in through the belly, and lift up. Woo! So if that started to get into the leg a little bit, just do a little swing side to side. Shake that tension, that stress, just shake it away. And we'll head over to the other side. So left leg is down, hands come to heart center, right foot like a pendulum, we're gonna start to swing. So I'm pulling in through the belly, softening through the left knee, shoulder blades are pulling back, maybe arms come to the side like wings. You choose your variation because this is your practice. I'm giving you all these different ways to find this same posture so it's safe in your body. Belly pulls to the spine as we rise back up. Remember, your foot can touch the ground, or maybe like a pendulum, you just swing it right back up, lifting out of those hips. Let that go, swing them side to side. Whew! So we got one last round today, and this one is Warrior 3. It's the most challenging of the variations that we're doing. And we're gonna take our hands straight overhead, our legs straight back with one big long line of energy. If you wobble, if you fall, if you have to put your foot down, it's okay because your body is learning and growing with each breath. So no judgment in this space. Have fun with it. Feel good. So arms are going to reach overhead. Like a pendulum, we're going to start to shift forward. Left foot is going back. Woo! This one is so much fun. Lift through the arch of that right foot. Relax the back of the neck. Come on, right back up to that tall mountain. Your leg can come to the ground if you need to. And relax those arms down to the side. Little shift here, side to side. Coming back to center. Inhale, sweeps the hands high to the sky. Right leg is going back this time, so lift out of your left hip as you shift forward. Lengthen through that spine. Remember, you can be in this airplane variation with the hands by the sides or hands to the earth. Slowly come back up into that tall mountain and shake it off. Meeting me back at the top of your mat, we're just gonna have a seat here, so make your way all the way down to your bum. Finding another crisscross applesauce, palms down to the knees. Closing out our practice today with a couple of neck stretches as we drop the right ear to the right shoulder, relax the left shoulder down, maybe even walk the left fingertips out away. The heart might still be pumping from all those airplanes, so slow, or warrior threes, slow it back down. Inhale brings the crown of the head back nice and tall. Switch over to the other side. Maybe the right fingertips come out to the side if that feels good. And it's not a forceful movement, it's more of a surrender. Breathing into that resistance. And we'll inhale back up nice and tall. Bringing the hands to heart center, close the eyes. We'll close out this practice in a seat of gratitude. Bringing the forehead down towards the fingertips. Think about something you are truly grateful for in this moment. It doesn't have to be a big thing, just the first thing that pops in your head that you're truly grateful for. Pretend like that thing is between the palms of your hands and you're holding it close to your heart. And that gratitude just starts to seep in through the chest as you breathe a little deeper. Allowing that gratitude to extend out through the body, through the top of the head, the arms, the legs. Finding a cleansing breath here. Breathe in as much air as you can. Fill up all the way to the top of you. Hold the breath at the top. Let it out of the mouth. Bringing the thumbs to the forehead. Finding gratitude for one another in this amazing community. Namaste, friends. Namaste, guys. I hope you enjoyed episode 2 of our beginner series. If you like these videos, make sure to click subscribe so you know when the next one comes up. And if you want to join any of our live classes, if you're starting to feel a little bit more comfortable about these virtual classes, feel free to join any of our online classes. Head over to Kat Harmon Yoga on Instagram or Kat Harmon on Facebook and check out our weekly schedule.